United States provides generous relief assistance to South Sudan. The United States government has approved a $1 billion fund to assist the South Sudanese people through humanitarian aid as well as developmental projects. It will also maintain its cooperation with international organizations such as the United Nations Mission in South Sudan, the African Union, and the International Authority on Development that are providing aid to save lives and mitigate suffering. The U.S. government will also support the continuous transition of South Sudan to be a country with freedom, democracy, and prosperity. The United States is a recipient of 5 Shining World Leadership Awards for Compassion, 3 Shining World Leadership Awards for Good Governance, 7 Shining World Leadership Awards for Promoting Healthy Living, and Shining World Leadership Awards for Good Governor, Justice, Protection, and Environmental Protection, and a laureate of 24 Shining World Leadership Awards for Compassion, 3 Shining World Leadership Awards for Protection, 2 Shining World Leadership Awards for Loving Care, a Shining World Leadership Award for Good Governance, a Shining World Peace Leader Award, Shining World Caring Leadership Award, and Shining World Super Loving Care Leadership Award. Our warm appreciation, United States government, for your generous support of South Sudan. May God protect the kind people of South Sudan and bring them abundance and safety soon.
Almost 50% of area comprising European Union faces threats of drought due to global warming. A report published by the European Commission's Joint Research Centre reveals that in July 2022, approximately 46% of the European Union territory was exposed to warning levels of drought risk, characterized by abnormally low precipitation and soil moisture, while 11% faced the more severe alert levels that have the added effect of vegetation stress. In particular, Italy was the worst-hit country, with its Po River water levels several meters lower than normal and water use restrictions issued across multiple municipalities. Meanwhile, France, Portugal, Romania, and Spain were at risk for very high drought levels and are suffering crop yield declines. The analysis highlights that in addition to implementing mitigation strategies, addressing the climate crisis is of utmost importance now, as it is the root cause of the prolonged drought in Europe. Many thanks for the vital, alarming report, Joint Research Centre. May every world citizen turn vegan now to create a climate-resilient future for all in divine illuminating guidance.
Psychologists in Ukraine's Bucha region help children to heal. The Bucha Psychological Center is aiding youngsters to overcome the trauma caused by Russia's invasion. In areas where Russian troops have been expelled, numerous people have been coming back home. However, many of the returning children, as well as those who lived through the occupation, are in need of urgent psychological support. Psychotherapists at the center ask the children to express their emotions through drawings and play to help in recovering from their trauma. For example, according to his father, his young son, Ilya, was calmer before the war. After one visit to the center, Ilya has already started to improve and is now sleeping and behaving better. Ukraine's Ministry of Health is working with mental health non-governmental organizations on a national plan to provide adults and children with psychological help. We are so touched by your caring efforts, Bucha Psychological Center, for helping to heal the hearts and minds of beautiful youth. In heaven's abundant love, may peace soon return to Ukraine as the nation heals and rebuilds.
European Bank for Reconstruction and Development, or EBRD, funds Tajikistan taxi firm creating electric fleet. The EBRD recently committed up to $4.5 million in funding to local taxi firm Sayohon to add 100 electric vehicles and 30 EV charging stations around Dushanbe, the country's capital. The electric taxi project was created to help the city achieve sustainability objectives and address urgent environmental issues by reducing 1,240 metric tons of CO2 per year. Additionally, the air quality is expected to improve, thus further benefiting public health. Sayohon says it is committed to increasing women employees to at least 20% of the workforce and training 250 employees on how to manage electric vehicles. Great work, Sayohon and European Bank for Reconstruction and Development, for prioritizing planetary health. In celestial upliftment, may all government decision makers support green energy initiatives so that we may soon enjoy a more beautiful planet.
Teen struck by helicopter in Washington, USA. Rescues pilot that landed on him. Logan Schneider of Orlando, Washington, managed to free himself from a helicopter that crashed on top of him, enabling him to rescue the pilot from the craft. Logan had been riding a tractor in his family's orchard when a chopper collided with power lines. Wearing headphones, Logan did not hear the noise. Before he knew it, the helicopter came crashing down, pinning him to the steering wheel. Fortunately, Logan was able to free himself from the wreckage. Then, hearing the pilot screaming, he was able to save him as the tractor and aircraft were engulfed in flames. Both men escaped with non-life-threatening injuries. Logan stated, "I feel like I always have someone watching over me, God watching over me, protecting me." Heroic Logan, we salute your brave and quick-thinking actions that saved the gentleman's life. May the divine continue to protect and watch over you as you and the pilot both recover from this miraculous rescue.
Peer-reviewed British study finds vegan plant-based meats healthier and more sustainable than animal-based counterparts. Research by social scientist Dr. Chris Bryant, a vegan from the University of Bath in the United Kingdom, has found that meat alternatives are more viable and healthier than the animal person meat that it is designed to replace. Vegan meats have the benefits of assisting with weight loss, gaining muscle, improving gut health, and also bettering various health conditions. They also emit less greenhouse gases, use less water, and create less pollution. To come to his conclusion, Dr. Bryant examined 43 prior studies on the topic. Our gratitude, Dr. Chris Bryant, for confirming the endless advantages of meat analogs. In the wisdom of the Providence, may humanity quickly shift to the intelligent, life-supporting vegan way as we choose a future of peace.
Rescuers save stranded animal people and provide shelter during floods in Australia. During the July 2022 floods in New South Wales, Australia, rescuers from Crisis Animal Response and Evacuation, or CARE NSW, worked around the clock to rescue kangaroo, dog, and horse people and bring food and supplies to isolated cow persons. Furthermore, Anne Robbie of Safe Rescue Hawkesbury had pre-arranged temporary homes before the floods for the 18 feline beauties in the Hawkesbury Council shelter, with a local veterinarian boarding any that could not be accommodated due to the ongoing flooding. Anne also opened her home to 3 cat individuals that needed dry shelter. She commented, "The community response was absolutely awesome. Dozens of dog folk were also being housed at several other facilities, some being evacuated for the second time this year due to floods. A heartfelt thank you, CARE NSW, Safe Rescue Hawkesbury, and other supporting groups and individuals for your loving care towards our cherished animal friends. May God bless your compassionate hearts."